Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson has been ruled out for Week 18 with the knee. He's not going to play. But if everybody doesn't know what's going on with Lamar Jackson, he's been in contract negotiations with the Baltimore Ravens for the last few seasons now, right? He's a former MVP. Everybody has gotten paid. The Ravens have not had a history of paying their players. You know, they have a certain formula that they do. Do you feel, and anybody can answer this, that Lamar Jackson has played his last game as a Raven?
I don't think so. I think they'll figure out the money somehow.
Okay.
I think part of it is because he's so involved in it.
Yeah.
It probably bothers them.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to make sure he gets his full value for his gameplay and things of that nature. He probably wants a certain amount of money guaranteed. He probably wants to be one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league.
He wants Deshaun Watson money. He wants his contract fully guaranteed like Watson.
I mean, with his knee is not helping. But is he negotiating himself? Like
yes.
Bobby Wagner?
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's in there. He doesn't have an agent.
He doesn't have an agent. I think it's his
yeah.
mom. His mom is his agent.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So I think
the knee's not helping the situation.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
and that's been the Ravens' biggest issue with him. It's not the fact that they don't love him. They love him.
Right.
They love the guy.
Yeah.
But what kind of monetary value do you put on a guy that uses his legs so often, right?
True.
That has been injured
a good amount
each of the last 3 seasons.
Yep, good amount.
Yo, Beth, that shit crazy.
On a Saturday, it's All Even with your boy Barry Grant. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at All Even Podcast. You can listen to the show on Megaphone as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I'm all over the place, man. And trust me, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment because the page is growing. Claude, don't mock me.
Oh.
Don't mock me. All right? I saw you.
You're not supposed to look at me.
See, Nicole's laughing, and then I got to turn to the side because I understand something is going on over
It's
there.
the bloom blockers, bro. You're not supposed to see.
No, I can see everything. See, that's what you don't know.
They got the things on the side.
That's
right?
what you don't know is that I can see everything. All right?
Guilty.
Yeah. You're already skating on thin ice, man.
That's how we roll, bro.
How was your weekend?
Hoorah.
Yeah? How was your week?
Great.
Good?
Nah. Yeah.
Did you get into trouble?
A little bit.
Did you find that Megan picture?
Absolutely not.
You're not looking in the right places, bro.
I don't have your skill set of research. I told you, I put a solid 8 minutes, and that's
You
all.
should have called me if you would have put in an additional 12.
I know if I really wanted it, I could have.
You should have put, if you put in an additional 12, I'd have got it.
I know how you get busy on the old Google machine. But I sat back and just didn't want to do it.
Well, happy to see you, man. Happy to see you.
Yeah, you too, man. You look good.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. After you called me ugly a couple weeks ago. Or was that last week?
Don't recall.
Yeah, you don't even remember, right?
Probably last year.
Jimmy, the super intern, is back in the building. You know, have you healed from your wounds, sir?
I believe so.
Yeah, you look good. Look good. I heard that there was a rumor out there last week that you were in Cabo. So, you know, when I called you and you were like, oh, I'm sick, you know, something's going on. I have something, you know, I'm coming off of something. Somebody pulled your file, fam, and said that you was in Cabo.
I was coming off a flight.
Oh, okay. Got you. See what happens? I trust you with PTO. I trust you for being here. And now that you're just like Claw. So, you know, you're now in the claw box.
Get some more of that, bro.
I don't appreciate that. See, I got people on my team that, you know, they're not doing what they got to do. So I have to now put down the hammer. Me and Nicole have to have conversations after this and see what we're gonna do. The super producer, the silent assassin is what I call her. Shouts to Nicole in the building. How you doing on the ones and twos? Yeah, pretty good. You ain't got your gangbanging chain on today. I don't know. You left it at home?
It's like ones and threes, though, because it's the cameras.
Ones and threes.
No?
Is it? I think it's still ones and twos.
Oh, whatever.
No?
I'm on my hip.
Sounds better. Sounds good. Whatever. Got a big guest in the building. Oh, man, Jamel. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me.
Listen,
Appreciate
of course, man. You know, you're out there in Arizona. You in New York for a little while, so
Yeah, man.
you know you figured you'd crash the podcast. You weren't invited. There was no scheduled appearance here. You just said I'm coming, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
you just gave me your address. I was like,
Right.
yeah, I'll stop
Yeah,
by.
just pull
you
up.
know.
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
pull up. Why not? You know, drop you the text. Hey, I'm
Right.
on the way. And then
Nobody
yeah.
respects me. Nobody respects me. They just show up when they want to.
Yeah,
And you know,
it is what it is.
Well, I'm happy to see you. You know,
Yeah.
I'm more happy to see you than I am him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I
And
appreciate
when I
that,
refer
man.
to him, I mean the guy in the corner. Close.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I am
I know
him,
something
about.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, lots to get into though. You know, we're gonna talk about Damar Hamlin. We're gonna talk about Super Bowl favorites. I want to hear who your Super Bowl favorites are in regards to who you think will be able to get to the big game. We have Dana White. He got some situations going on.
Man,
That's very interesting. The U.S. men's soccer team. There is a big story that we definitely gonna have to talk about. We talking about some Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful,
General Hospital
type stuff.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sounds enticing.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be good. Obviously, we got MyBookie Pick of the Week, right? Lamar Jackson. Does he stay? Does he go? You know, should he have taken the bag from the Ravens? Should he bet on himself? We're gonna talk about that. I got some irrelevant news of the week that I want to break. I don't want to tell you who.
I know that's gonna be funny.
Yankees sign OMAR MINAYA. That's a big deal for the Yankees. The Carlos Correa sweepstakes or saga continues. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I want it to end. One way or the other, I want it to end.
Maybe.
Peyton Hillis. There's some information about the former NFL running back Peyton Hillis. I want to talk about that because he's definitely a great story. Shouts out to him as well. Praise to him and his family. KEMBA Walker released.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you know, his career is teetering on being over.
Nice.
Come back.
And I want to talk about whose performance was better between Donovan Mitchell, his 71 performance, and Luka's 60-point triple-double. So I want to get your take on that. And then the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
But before we get into all that other stuff, Last Chance U is my new favorite show, y'all. It is. Yeah. Love that show. If anybody doesn't know what the show is about, it's about, you know, JUCO, whether it's football, basketball. This is these kids' last chances to kind of get their lives together, you know, repair their image and get to where they need to be. So the stories behind it is so compelling, man. And there's this one guy, he coaches out there in Kansas. Yo, the dude drops. He's, mind you, he's a white guy from Compton.
Yeah.
Head coach, white guy from Compton.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude.
He's a big
Bro,
dude. He's
bro,
a big
White
dude.
guy from Compton
Yes.
sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And
bro.
he is.
And he's hood.
And he is.
You wear Chucks?
I don't know. They don't really show his foot game, but bro, he is nuts.
Is he like bench press front yard?
Nah,
Diesel?
he's
Nah,
more
Nah,
like
nah. Husky.
he's more like
big.
Michael Rappaport crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. But it's yo, dude, it's so
Yes.
funny. Like I was watching it obviously before, you know, off air before what we started. Yo, every 3 words is
It's
is
bleep,
F.
bleep, bleep. Yep. He's just going off on kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely got to check that out.
I'll
Yeah,
definitely
for
check
sure.
it out.
Now,
For sure.
Jamel, you are an acclaimed author. You have written over how many books?
44.
44 books.
It's 2 4s.
Bro,
Yeah.
first off, how do you find the time?
Well, I work a 4-day work week. That helps. So
Yeah.
I have 3 days off on the weekends. So that
Right.
gives me a lot of time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, after work, after I work, my job, my full-time job, I have the time to really sit and get my writing done and, do all the things that I need to do. So, yeah.
Now, I've known you for quite a while, man. Like you've dabbled into many different things. You know, refereeing, you're big
Yep.
in sports.
Yep.
When did you actually get the writing bug though to really say that, hey, listen, I want to start writing books?
It was a few years ago. I was working for a sports company, of course.
Right.
I was doing refereeing for their league, and I was working in their corporate office, and I was burnt out. So I needed to figure out what I wanted to do in my life.
Yeah.
And I took a trip on vacation, went to LA, spent time, figuring out what I needed to figure out. And it came to me like maybe I should try writing a book.
Yeah.
And seeing, how I can write it and where it takes me and things of that nature. And, when I came back home, that was just my decision. I was just going to start that process and, published my first book in February 2016. So next month makes 7 years I've been doing it.
So 44 books in going on 7 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is your biggest, now obviously 44 books is a huge accomplishment, right?
Right.
But obviously there is, there gotta be a favorite series or book, or do you have one of those? Since you have four, I gotta ask you, I've never asked you that.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite?
Everybody has a favorite kid.
Right. Right. They don't tell you that, but there's definitely a favorite kid.
Of course. Yeah. A parent would never, I always say that my first book that I wrote and published is always going to be my favorite one.
Because
The Struggles and Growth of a Man, Part 1.
Yeah. That was a really good book. I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And, it was impactful for me because it was, the start of talking about social issues and, what's, going on in the world and what men go through. And it was just like, okay, now I have something. Once I wrote one, and then it's like, by the time I hit about 5, I was like, all right.
You're in a groove now.
Yeah, now I'm in a groove now, and I got something going. And I didn't have plans for The Struggles and Growth of a Man to be a series, but that turned into a series, and then a couple others, and then I wrote some standalones. And but I would say, The Struggles and Growth of a Man, Part 1, always will be my favorite.
Yes. Now, please, I want you to plug your socials before we go on further, because that's very important.
Okay. So Instagram is Aquarian Mellow. Twitter is Aquarian Mind 1. YouTube is my name, Jamel Crouthers. Where else am I on? Aquarian Mellow on Swellcast. I'll be on there soon. And Clubhouse, Aquarian Mellow also.
You have a website as well?
Yes. It's aquarianmindrights.com. And then my podcast is, I have a website there. It's the Aquarian Mind Podcast.com.
You can find that on Spotify.
Yes. Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio.
Like me, you're all over the place.
I am. I'm on 18 platforms, so you can't remember, every single one.
Just
Apple, just give like the top 3 or 4, and then, all right, that's it.
That's it.
All right,
Yeah.
you can figure out the rest.
Facts.
Just type in my podcast. It's probably on there.
Yeah. So do you find it? Because speaking about social issues, obviously, is not taboo nowadays, right?
Right.
It's everybody really speaks about it, no matter what household you're in.
Yep.
Do you think that it's more comfortable for you to articulate that through word,
Yes.
rather than speaking about it in regards to just like being a speaker or just having a conversation, but you can be able to actually put it into a book?
Yeah. I would say yes.
Yeah.
And here's why. I can have conversations with certain people about certain social issues.
Yeah.
You're a different story. I can talk to you about anything.
Yeah.
Because you're abreast of everything that's going on in the world. You have
You
a
heard that,
full
Chloe?
understanding
You heard that?
of
Don't get hype, bro.
yeah.
You heard that?
Don't get hype.
You heard that? All right, cool. I just want to make sure.
Right. You just wanted to make sure that he understood what
Exactly.
I said. But
My ears broke.
so yeah, it's easier for me to write it, in books. Some of my stuff is controversial, obviously. You know,
Have you gotten any kickback for that?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Kind of waiting for that. I don't really fight people on social media. It's pointless.
Yeah.
Sometimes people, sometimes people just don't really know the realities of, you know, what's going on in the world. So, you know, but yeah, it's easier for me to formulate a story in my mind and visualize it, and then be able to just write it down on paper and brainstorm it, and then just go from there.
Now, since you got your 44 books, have you ever thought about possibly at some point, we're not talking about right now, maybe, you know, another 5 years down the line, that any of these series can be turned into a TV
films,
depiction?
movies? Yeah, I do have a goal of that.
That's dope.
It is.
Yeah.
I want to turn my Code Blue series into like short films.
Okay.
Like each chapter of the books in the series is like a 10 to 12 minute short film type of thing. I did dabble in writing short film scripts. I do have scripts. I've written scripts on stuff and send it to people in Hollywood. I was caught up in that for a while. But what happens is writing books and writing scripts are two totally different things.
Yeah. Yep.
The way you write it, the way you emote it, the way you describe it. Scripts, you've got to describe everything. Location, interior, exterior, characters, emotion, you know, all that stuff. Books, you've got to give people the imagery to keep them engaged.
Right.
So it's like two different animals.
So it's
And
actually easier to write a book than it is a script.
to me, yes.
Right.
People that are script writers may say it's easy to write a script because, you know, you can just do it that way. And I've met people like in LA, you know, I stayed in Airbnb and Slady was a script writer, and Slady can sit and bang out like 10 pages in an hour. And me, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can write a book way easier. So when I got caught up in doing both, I had to stop.
Right.
I said, I can't do scripts right now. I have to just stick to writing the books. And what happens is when you're writing books, you're like, oh, I'm doing great. And, you know, you start writing your books and all that stuff. And then the next idea comes. And then the next idea comes. And then it's just, I want to stop writing books, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the bug now.
Yeah.
You got the bug now. Yeah.
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 That's how it goes.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If you get to 100, you may have to slow down, because 44 books, fam, that's a lot.
Well,
And how long of a time span?
yeah.
7 years.
7, yeah. I'm at
I can divide
end of
that.
February makes 7 years.
That's 7
makes
books a year?
7 years.
Five,
Less than 7.
At least 5 a joint, and then 1 year you went crazy.
Right.
Last year I went crazy.
You went crazy,
Last year I did 12 books. This year I'm doing 12 also.
Wow.
And then
But I like book wise, like how long are we going? Like 100 pages, 200 pages?
it depends.
Okay.
Some are close to 100, but I'm going to say average 80 pages,
Okay.
70 to 80 pages.
Okay, so
give or
that's a
take.
good read.
Still 80. Yo, that's
Yeah,
still
for
a
the
lot of
most
complete
part.
thoughts.
But
So that's a
there really isn't a book that's under 60. And my longest, I think, is 175 for one book. I think.
yeah, pictures in there too, or no?
No.
Alright.
Nah.
See, he's a picture. He
need pictures.
He's very slow, so he needs the picture
I
description.
need words, 1 page picture, next page, picture word.
Oh, man.
Small paragraphs.
Yeah, little
big print.
3 sentences.
Yeah, big print.
Yeah.
The font's like
Facts.
Yeah.
14,
Yeah,
16.
yeah.
It's just when I use my finger, I want to be able to bounce around. Pause.
Pause.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
like you want to Kindle when you're scrolling. Yeah, but I mean the goal is 60, and I'll hit that.
And you have audiobooks as well?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you dictate them too?
What?
You dictate them? Like, do you? Like,
Yes, I
do the
narrate them.
reads?
Yeah, I do
narrating,
them
not
myself. Yeah,
dictate,
I do them
narrate,
myself.
Sure.
Yeah, it's called narration.
Because
Okay.
with that business, it's when you go to narrate, you got to find the right person. They got to listen to their voice, and then they got to sound right. Then you got to either pay them outright, and they do it hourly, or they have a set rate, or they record it, but then you got to sign a contract that when you have book sales off of your audiobooks, they get a cut.
You got to
Right.
give them pub.
And the audiobook business is kind of funny because if you put your audiobooks on these big old platforms, you know, they're taking a large percentage of it. So for me, I have my own site where I sell, you know, I do my audiobooks. So I'm at 4 right now. No, 5. I have 5 only.
You find it difficult or is it easy?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you put it on Fiverr, you have to worry about getting your shit back. Like, you pay, what, $5? And then, like, you give them what to say, and they come back with, like...
All right, we're definitely going to edit that out.
Yeah.
It's true, though. I mean, am I tripping? Like...
Yeah.
And it ain't $5. Trust me.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Ain't nowhere near that.
It's going to be Yo, what is wrong with him?
Yeah, but this year, my goal is to record more for sure. But
now that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like I like the fact that, you know, the idea of, you know, converting this to film would be dope.
Yeah.
Man. Would be dope.
Yeah.
Because you have so many different avenues of how to go about it. Like you said, you know, short film or whatever it is, if you want to go crazy and turn it into a
whole
movie
or miniseries,
right?
You
know what I'm saying? Like you definitely have you have the portfolio for that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, don't limit yourself just to the short film.
Oh no, not at all. I'm doing all kinds of things. It's writing the books, and then it's the audio books, and then I have a clothing line, and I have a whole bunch of things. So it's, you know what they say, you know, to really do well in life, you got to have 7 streams of income.
Right.
Yeah. So
I respect that.
That's the goal.
I respect that, man.
Yeah.
Man's on his way. Claude, when are you writing a book?
Next Thursday, probably.
And what are you gonna write a book about?
Why 2 beers when you can have 3?
Why have 2 beers when you can have 3, but you only have 2 hands?
Huh? But I could drink 3 beers.
Got it.
I would say that you would write a very good conspiracy book.
Okay.
You would.
But why does it have to be conspiracy? Why
because that's true? That's who you are. You're Mr. Rabbit Hole.
To you though.
No, not to
other
me.
people. It's like, yo, Claw gets it. He sees everything, bro.
Because you've brainwashed them.
No, I haven't. Not yet, at least.
Tim was here for a quick second, and you already had him down a rabbit hole.
Tim is another one who just gets it, man.
Okay.
You know
That's what you're calling it. I got you.
You know,
I got you.
He's the type of guy who just sees the stars and sees meaning, man.
Yeah.
Gets it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, really good guy. God bless.
Sees a Wayfair furniture and says something. You know.
Yeah, he knows.
That whole situation.
He knows which one not to buy.
Oh yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I
unless
can't
he's
with
trying to
y'all.
adopt.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird situation when that whole thing happened. I was like,
It's still going on.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying when it was a whole big thing. It was like everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
Yo,
but, you know how it goes.
Get a Captain America rug, $80,000.
It's a Captain America rug. That's why it's $80,000.
Yeah, is Chris Evans in the thing?
It's not about Chris Evans. It's Steve Rogers.
It's Chris Evans, bro.
Has nothing to do with Chris Evans.
That's Chris Evans.
Has nothing to do with Chris Evans.
Always gonna be Chris Evans.
Man.
But nah, like I said, man, that's dope, man. Nicole was very excited that you were coming. She's like, "Oh, he's an author." Oh. So you gotta put her
don't
on,
worry. I'll share information with Nicole. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, put her onto the books, man. So
of course.
you know, she can plug your stuff.
Yeah, no
You
doubt.
know, she's tapped in.
And she directs.
Good.
I'm
She's
talking
trying to
about like
film.
Gambino Syndicate type of connections.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Hey, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh man, I kid.
Is your name Nicole Gambino?
Nicole Gambino. Oh my god.
Like cameras. Huh?
Oh man.
Oh man, but nah, definitely, man. Like I said, you know, you're doing your thing. It's amazing the fact that you've come this far in 7 years, like 44 books, bro, and you're only starting. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just
scratching the surface.
You're scratching the surface, exactly. So
That's amazing.
That's definitely dope.
Salute.
Coming up after the break, we're gonna talk about obviously the biggest issue in sports right now, Damar Hamlin.
Yo, it's your man DJ G Money from that Flip the Script podcast. You see it? We in the studio right now. Flip, shut up. Yeah. Oh, listen. Shout out to the All Even podcast. My man Barry Grant Jr. What's up, man? What happened? What you want to say to the people?
Shout out somebody else's podcast?
Yeah, my nigga the joint. What's up?
All Even.
All Even podcast.
Yo, it ain't even up here, boy. We put this, yo, what's up, man? All Even. Yo, you. Oh my God, what's up with you, man? Now you. Well, that's a shot of you keeping this.
Yeah, keep all that. You want to jump
All
on the
Even
camera?
podcast, right?
Yeah, all
Shout out
even.
to All Even podcast, right?
Yeah.
All Even. That's your man.
My man.
All right, shout out to All Even podcast.
100%. He cool. Is he cool? Let me see. Is he cool?
G. What is it, G?
Oh.
I said about G.
Oh.
Ah.
He cool, man.
You want to say it?
Nah.
Okay. Welcome back, y'all. He's always trying to tie me down. Get out of here, man. So, obviously the biggest topic in the sports world that has taken the sports world, the world by storm right now is Damar Hamlin, safety for the Bills. Definitely want to send a shout out to his family, to Damar Hamlin himself, to the doctors, to the nurses.
Excellent.
You know, what he went through, what we saw on Monday Night Football is definitely jarring, shocking to a lot of people, affected a lot of people.
Yeah.
But what transpired after that is nothing short of a miracle. Like we were talking about it off camera in regards to everything lining up to save this young man's life.
Yep.
You know, him being unresponsive for 8 minutes, the ambulance being there and being on time and making sure that they got oxygen to him and got a pulse. You know, the doctors getting the proper treatment and knowing exactly what to do. Him being in the right place, getting the proper treatment. The nurses doing everything that they have to do, making the right decisions, making the right calls, to the point where we're now Friday. This happened Monday night. So we're not even 5 days removed.
Yeah. Right.
And his tube, he no longer has the incubation tube.
Yep.
He's speaking on his own. He's communicating with his family. He FaceTimed his teammates.
Yep.
It's nothing short of miraculous, honestly. You know what I mean?
And a breath of fresh air that we need, man. Like, we're so used to, like, you know, hard stuff hitting us. And
Yep.
it's like just hear something that actually turned out for the better. It's like, thank you.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
You know, it's did my hat just bust? Yes, it did.
Hey,
But
yo.
pause. But the part that I really want to talk about is you guys think that his playing career is over?
I'd say definitely for the season.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we don't know the details, right? We all know that it was a cardiac event, cardiac arrest, right?
Right.
But it could be something in his family history. It could be, you know, something that was very, very, I don't know, impossible or such a low percentage of a situation of happening, right?
Yep.
That
It's medical condition.
freak
too.
accident. It could be it could be anything, right? Like, but I don't really. I haven't heard anybody really speak about this. Like, do you think that his playing career can continue? He's 24 years old. You know, he's in prime shape. Is that something that once because obviously he has to go to rehab, right?
Right.
Well, yeah, he still has to go through the fight.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's
done
not
yet.
over yet. It's not over yet. It's just beginning. He's definitely going to. You know, there's positive days ahead for him, but there's a long road to recovery for him as well.
Right.
But I'm sure football playing is still at the front of his mind. But is it a realistic possibility?
I think so.
I believe so too.
I think it's not even like just the therapy he's gonna need, like, you know, with his heart and getting himself right. It's it's the mental part that he's gonna have to really like
Get over.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get through. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he's gotta feel comfortable in the field. He's gotta get back to being himself, and there's a whole lot of factors that come into it.
Yep.
And you gotta be comfortable on the field and feel yourself, and it's going to take time, obviously, but you know, you go to tackle somebody, you don't want to have that image in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's
definitely
more of that. I don't want to like close the door on him in saying like his career's over, but I mean, you know, it'd be great if he's able to, you know, have that resilient story and, you know, be able to come back. But if he doesn't like come back and he doesn't play, he's gonna be in some sort of football capacity, whether it's with the Bills or with someone else. But I think football will be part of his life. I think no matter what for the rest of his life, I think personally.
Yeah.
In some way. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with that. Obviously, like I said, I think playing is so far removed from anybody's mind, especially his close, people that are close to him, his family, whoever's in his circle. But at some point, he may, when everything
settles and the doctors
exactly. Exactly. So, I for one would love to see him return.
Yep.
But if he doesn't, obviously he has his entire life to live.
Exactly. That's the most
he's
important
able
part.
to do what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep.
Like I said, again, shouts out to Damar Hamlin. What a refreshing story.
Yep.
That it's looking like everything is
heading in a good direction.
Heading in the right direction. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
A lot of times we don't get that.
That's true, man.
And we're having different conversations. You know what I'm saying? So for that to happen, definitely a good thing.
And mentally, like, he doesn't, like, the first thing he said, when he woke up, did we win?
Right.
So it's like he doesn't even know what happened.
Yeah,
he don't even know. He doesn't even know what happened.
He'll probably watch, like, the thing is gonna mess him up psychologically.
He's
probably
watching
like watching it, and then like people being worried about him.
Yeah.
And then eventually, it's just on him how he feels. But if he doesn't remember it, it's not a traumatic thing.
Exactly. So
Really
he can be able to recover, take some time, and if he gets the clear, then
I'd deactivate him for this year. Personally.
Yeah, the Bills have already put him on IR.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
They've already put him
and
on IR.
I don't even expect him to be even on the field next year.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
So,
but what I do appreciate the fact that if they do win the chip, like, it gets to a point where they're playing for that reason. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
They have
they
motivation.
have a purpose.
It becomes his chip. It's like it's a beautiful.
It's kind of like
NFL
the Lakers in
story.
2020 in the bubble for Cole.
Yeah, when Cole. Yeah, Cole passed.
And for the New Orleans Saints, obviously when they had the Katrina.
Right.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So like, you had certain situations where, there's something that drives that team to be able to get over the hump. And also too, obviously we got to think about it. Like, the Bills have never won a Super Bowl. Man. So
man.
What better? What better?
I mean, if we're gonna put on the claw aluminum hat here.
Yeah, I remember I told you at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
they're under pressure to do it. But I mean, now with the Damar Hamlin thing, things change. But still,
being that the NFL is not going to have a Super Bowl with the team that's in the city that they're going to this year,
correct,
the first year in 2 years.
So there's no conspiracy then
on this one, no. But maybe this is the new
this one. So we
listen,
we can move it to something else. See what I'm talking about?
You
see what I'm talking about with these conspiracy theorists? That they always find something that they can be able to attach something.
But
exactly.
Conspiracy theorists and marketing people are the same group of people.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Create the construct
no, you're not.
of what consists.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
So we'll see what happens.
Like I said, I am very okay with watching my MSNBC, my CNN. I don't need to hear any conspiracy theorists on this side. Okay, boy. I don't need to hear it. Some more news, obviously. Definitely want to send a shout out to Peyton Hillis.
Yes,
Peyton Hillis, former NFL running back, played for the Cleveland Browns, played for some other teams as well. But busted on the scene. 2010, had almost 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 500 yards receiving. He had a really good year. He was on Madden cover one year.
I was definitely about to say that.
And
I remember that.
He was really he was kind of like a unicorn because he was a white running back when running backs weren't a thing. Yeah, now, obviously Christian McCaffrey's that now, right? But it's still not a thing.
He's still the only one.
It's still only he's one of one.
And the kid, what about the kid from Dallas? Oh, he's not white.
No, he's not white.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
you must have been drinking something.
I think that was the night.
Maybe the
antifreeze or something.
Facts. Peyote. Maybe he's taking some peyote. Oh my God. But yeah, Peyton Hillis played in the NFL, had to retire because he had a slew of injuries.
Yep.
It's reported that he is in ICU right now. He's in critical condition. after saving his children's lives. You know, they were, I don't know if it was open water in the pool, but he saved them and put himself in harm's way just to save his kids. And honestly, I mean, what father wouldn't do the same thing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that to me was just like, you know, when I saw the story, I'm just like, man, like it's sad that he's fighting for his life, but what he possibly gave his life for is for his kids to be able to live.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no greater gift than that. You know what I'm saying? They always say that, you know, your kids are supposed to bury you.
Yep.
It's not the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And when that happens, that's okay in regards to like the circle of life, right?
Right.
When you have to bury a kid, that's the worst thing
ever.
Ever. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've heard some reports that he's doing better.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know, there's some signs that he's
posted something.
That he's doing well. So, you know, it's just one of those amazing stories as well. It's just like, you know, I love to hear stories like that.
Right.
I mean?
I just hope he recovers and he's able to, you know,
tell a story,
his life. Tell a story, fulfill his life, and be able to still be, you know, part of his children's lives and things like that, because that's scary.
Of course,
it's very scary.
I mean, think about him in real time, right? He's seeing that his kids are in danger, and it didn't even dawn on him to say, "Hey, I'm gonna go get help."
Nope.
Like, nah, I'm going in.
I'm going. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but
but there's a lot of people that do second guess because you know, there's a lot of people that I'm not going to judge anybody either way. Like, you know, everybody's different, right? Where, you know, you don't want to put yourself out there, so you need somebody that's more, you know, agile or can swim or whatever it is to help and stuff like that. But I can't swim. But I know if my son is in there drowning, I'm jumping in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on.
Right.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Learn how to.
I'm gonna figure it out. Because like, you know, the human mind, the human body, we do special things when it's time when it comes to
get real.
Yeah, exactly.
You can lift whole cars and not
right.
Really
You've heard mothers lift cars off kids. Like, you've heard stuff. So, you know, when that instinct kicks in. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that we can't do. So
we all have it.
It's definitely a wonderful story for Peyton Hillis, and I hope that he pulls through, man.
Yep.
Definitely hope that he pulls through.
Yep.
Moving on to some lighter news for football, obviously. Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has been ruled out for Week 18 with the knee. He's not going to play. But if everybody doesn't know what's going on with Lamar Jackson, he's been in contract negotiations with the Baltimore Ravens for the last few seasons now, right? He's a former MVP. Everybody has gotten paid. The Ravens have not had a history of paying their players. You know, they have a certain formula that they do. Do you feel, and anybody can answer this, that Lamar Jackson has played his last game as a Raven?
I don't think so. I think they'll figure out the money somehow.
Okay.
I think part of it is because he's so involved in it.
Yeah.
It probably bothers them. Mm-hmm. He wants to make sure he gets his full value for his gameplay and things of that nature. He probably wants a certain amount of money guaranteed. He probably wants to be one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league.
He wants Deshaun Watson money. He wants his contract fully guaranteed like Watson.
I mean, with his knee is not helping. But is he negotiating himself? Like,
yes.
Bobby Wagner?
He doesn't.
He's in there. He doesn't have an agent.
He doesn't have an agent. I think it's his mom. His mom is his agent.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So I think
the knee's not helping the situation.
Yeah, it
doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, right. I mean, and that's been the Ravens' biggest issue with him. It's not the fact that they don't love him. They love him.
Right.
They love the guy.
Yeah.
But what kind of monetary value do you put on a guy that uses his legs so often, right?
True.
That has been injured
a good amount
each of the last 3 seasons.
Yep, good amount.
Right?
Yep.
How much money do you put into that? If you give a guy like that guaranteed money, he's only going to suit up for you 12 to 13 games out of a 17-game season, or possibly 18 because they still want to bump it up again.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They're missing.
Oh, yeah?
They're
They're talking about that. Yep.
Think about that. That's 5 games. That's 5, possibly 6 games a season that you may miss your quarterback. It's a big chunk of your season.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's a third of your season.
I was going to say that.
So
Right.
I understand the Ravens'
Kind of
hesitancy
That's
right?
the perfect word.
to sign him to a long-term, fully guaranteed contract.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
He's not a drop-back quarterback like Brady that's just going to stay there, and if he gets hit on his helmet, it's a penalty, right?
Yeah.
This guy is going to break the
Take
pocket.
off
He's going to
and
take
run.
off. He's going to make plays with his legs, and you don't know what's going to happen with that because anything can happen. We've seen that he's gotten hurt. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the middle ground is. I do believe that he does deserve to get paid, right? I do believe he does deserve to get paid by someone.
Oh, of
whether it
course.
be Baltimore, whether it be some other team that comes in there, whether it be
Jets.
Jets, Dolphins, Raiders, possibly.
Yeah. Raiders.
Although
I
they
can
broke.
see the Raiders. I can see the Raiders.
They're
doing
broke
it.
though. They're broke.
Are they really?
They're broke. They're broke. They're broke. So we'll see. I don't see that happening in regards to. I think I agree with you, Mel, that I don't see a divorce happening. But
you never know.
But you never know because if the Ravens look at it like you're just too much of a risk, and obviously, I don't think Lamar Jackson is going to be happy with language in the contract that in case he misses certain amount of games, they can be able to recoup certain amount of money, right?
Yep.
He's not going to like that.
Nope,
so
not
if
at
that's
all.
the case, then where's the middle ground, right? It's either they concede and give in,
Yep.
or they hold their ground
And he
and they
could
have to
potentially
part
go
ways.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he loves Baltimore.
He does.
That city loves him, man. And I mean,
But it
he
is a
puts the
business.
people in the seats.
But they're gonna
People
love
are
the
coming
next
to see
guy.
him.
It is a
so it's
business,
like, it's a business.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the Ravens are on national TV because of him.
Yeah.
You know, so they got to figure it out. Like you said, there's got to be some sort of middle ground.
Yeah.
Maybe you give him 80% of his contract guaranteed. I don't know. Maybe his bonuses are higher and there isn't as much of a guarantee. Maybe, like you said, stipulations. He plays a certain amount of games. He gets this as a bonus. Do you out of 17 games, you win 11, you win 12, you get to the playoffs, you get this, but whatever. You know how contracts are. You know all the stipulations, all that stuff. But I don't want to say divorce. But like you said, you never know. But we'll see what happens. I mean,
Listen, man.
what he turned out 250?
Yeah. It was 250? Something like that.
I think it was 250.
Yeah, listen, if Tom
I
Brady,
don't know how much of it was
if
guaranteed.
Tom Brady
but-
can get divorced, the Ravens and Lamar Jackson always.
This is true.
Yeah.
So,
you have a point
anything's
there.
possible.
Yeah.
Anything's possible nowadays. If Giselle gonna say, "I'm walking away from the GOAT,"
Shoot.
right? You will never walk away from the GOAT.
It's
But
gonna
yo,
be-
but
yeah,
that-
I mean,
if
Matt
he's-
Ryan got a divorce from the Atlanta Falcons.
Right.
Derek
Just because
Carr
he was
making
the
a
GOAT
divorce
on
from
the
the
field
Raiders.
doesn't mean he was the GOAT.
Don't
as
throw
a
shots at
husband.
Brady. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's a spade, though.
No,
I'm not
no.
shooting a shot. I'm not hurting his feelings. It's a fact.
Brady's the best.
Just because
ever,
he's the
man.
GOAT in football, it doesn't mean he was the GOAT as a husband.
I mean, I think that's the truth.
So let's call it
you
spade.
can't,
Like
you can't be both, right?
Michael Jackson.
No, you
Michael
gotta
Jordan
sacrifice
couldn't play
something.
baseball.
There's never been a guy
you have
that
to
has been
sacrifice
the
something.
greatest in everything, like
Without
the greatest in
having-
their profession without
Yeah.
struggling in their
No,
personal life.
right.
Like Ric
Right.
Flair was one of the greatest wrestlers ever, and
He had to
the
struggle with
man
his
has
life.
been married like eight times.
Right.
Right. Like
Yeah, but
he never wanted to
Drank
go
like
home.
he partied
Right.
like
Yeah, he never wanted to
Probably
go
like a
home,
rock
bro.
star.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was Ric Flair all the time.
every day.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
You
Like,
couldn't-
Jordan's been divorced. Like this, all the greats. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, only greats that really kind of figured it out was LeBron. Like, LeBron still married to the same girl he was with.
Yeah, LeBron and like Russ are like
And Ice
exceptions,
Cube, I
but,
think, too.
you
Right.
know.
Exactly. So, there's certain exceptions to the rule, right?
Yeah, right.
so-
There's a
Yo,
couple.
Diddy just had a baby this year.
Diddy's like 80.
I know,
Who?
bro. He's gonna have more kids. It's
Who you talking
I mean, he
about?
got
Diddy.
bread, though, so it doesn't matter, right?
Who you talking about?
Diddy.
Diddy.
Yeah, another kid.
Yeah.
He had a baby. Like he's like 50.
He's 50.
Something.
Yeah, he's 50.
Yo,
50-ish, right?
He's
Yeah.
like 51, 52
That shit
because
is
he
crazy.
just celebrated his 50th, I think, within the past year or two.
But he
So,
got
he's
different money though. So
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
come
on,
on, him having a
still,
kid,
though.
he could have
Yeah, it don't mean
nannies
nothing,
and
right.
night nurses and shit. Like he
Yeah,
good. Like
he's
it
a
don't matter.
billionaire.
He can have a baby at 80 if you want to. It don't matter.
That's like,
Facts.
It don't matter.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
You can't even do the Puff Daddy dance no more. Like, you're not
He
the
can.
same guy.
He can. He still can do it.
He's still in shape.
He doesn't
bro.
need
He's still
to.
in shape. He's
I
still in
don't
shape.
He doesn't
See it,
need
bro.
to. He's a billionaire.
Facts.
Always
He can
got-
pay somebody to do
When
it.
you're a Puff
Facts.
Daddy, you need to do the Puff Daddy
Bro,
dance.
he can get Disney.
He can pay a doppelganger.
He can get
doppelganger
Di-
guy.
He can
Yeah,
get
big
Disney
doppelganger.
to
somebody
scan
put-
his face
yeah,
on.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
He probably got that money,
make him look
right.
young and do it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Pay his son, I
Do
guess.
some
Facts.
you do some AI,
His son-
artificial intelligence.
his son
put
does
it, put
look
it on
like
what do we call them things?
Yeah.
Holograms.
Yeah.
Deep fake.
Facts.
You know, that's it.
You know, shiny suits. He can still do it. He can
Facts.
put the shiny suits on the kid. Fire. Fire.
As a onesie.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Onesie shiny suit. Let's talk about
Take that. I'm with you.
it. Take
Yeah.
that bottle, fam.
Right. Exactly.
Hey,
That's not a pause. Come
Get
on.
this
Close,
money.
close.
Let's get it.
But
With a bottle of Ciroc in the hand.
facts.
baby bottle of Ciroc
Baby
is
bottle of
wild,
Ciroc.
funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, Ciroc was the wave, man. Back when we were younger, but
Yeah.
hey, what are you gonna do?
I never liked it.
I never liked Ciroc.
Yeah.
It wasn't my thing.
Ciroc was too
I ain't
bad
gonna
for
hold you
me.
though. The Coco Losos was popping up. we were on those.
Dude, you was on a Patron heavy back in the
I
day.
mean,
I
nah,
was too.
yeah, that was the
For a
culture.
while.
Dude, I'd never seen no dude drink Patron.
Patron
straight
on a
like
rock.
that.
Any
Ugh.
tequila on the rocks. That was his life.
Yeah,
Rough.
I've drank it straight a couple of times, and yeah, it's
I'll
not
live.
the
I'll
best
live
thing
it,
to
bro.
do.
Give me a big
It's
cup,
not.
and that's all I need, brother.
You gotta
Give me,
just
give me
mix
some
it with
Southern
something.
Comfort. I'll drink that.
So
Yeah, look, I can't. Yeah, man. My mom warned me about SoCo. I'm like,
Nah. You don't drink that. Don't mix neither. It's gonna be a bad night. It'd be a bad night if you mix Southern Comfort with some stuff.
they're gonna call you peaches.
Facts. They're gonna call you peaches and walk you out of a bar. And we're not gonna talk about that story. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. After the break, we're gonna talk about Super Bowl picks. I want to hear you guys Super Bowl picks.
All right.
We're gonna have MyBookie Pick it week.
Yep.
And we got some other stuff to talk about
Cool.
after the break.
They do it.
Yo, this is Cigar Gents and Gals. I want to give a shout out to my boy Barry for leaving podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Killing it.
Welcome back, y'all. Now, before we get into Super Bowl picks and all that, can anybody make sense of what the hell the NFL is doing right now?
No,
The schedule.
I couldn't tell you.
Claude, you heard about it?
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, I am very good with reading comprehension, but this shit don't make no sense to me. All right, let's go ahead and go into it, right?
yeah, all right.
It says canceling the games between the Bills and the Bengals creates potential competitive inequities for certain playoff scenarios.
Yep.
First scenario, 1.
Yep.
Buffalo and Kansas City both win or both tie. A Buffalo versus Kansas City championship game would be at a neutral site. That's scenario 1.
Right.
Scenario 2. Buffalo and Kansas City both lose and Baltimore wins or ties. A Buffalo versus Kansas City championship game would be at a neutral site. Scenario 3. Scenario 3. Buffalo and Kansas City both lose and Cincinnati wins. A Buffalo or Cincinnati versus Kansas City championship game would be at a neutral site. So basically, whatever happens, we gonna get a neutral site.
They
Basically.
don't know what they're doing.
That's what it sounds like to me, Claude.
Yeah,
Like
it
they're just throwing.
They're just finagling things
They are
and going
freestyling
with things,
all the way.
being like, yeah, whatever.
You know what I feel about the NFL? And this is, hey, put the hat on, whatever you want to do. They make this shit up as they go across.
I mean, a lot of people do though.
Yo, I'm talking about like, yeah, well, you can't, tap the ball into the end zone and then tap it to somebody else, section 495. And then just 2 days ago, there's only 494 in the book. They fill the shit in as they go. Like, this is all freestyling, bro.
But this makes no sense.
Nah, it makes
don't.
nothing at all. Neutral site is a
don't.
neutral site. They're gonna
Like,
be playing
it-
in Giant Stadium before you know it. Like
Yeah, like how, like where are you doing the neutral site? Like, are you doing it in closest proximity to both teams? Are they, like?
My thing
And
is
then the
this.
fans gotta travel.
My thing is this.
What?
To avoid this confusion, instead of canceling the game, why didn't you just give them both the tie? It's a draw.
Facts.
So at least you still have something on the record.
Standings, yeah.
And the season continues. Why cancel it and then you have to make it difficult?
They both needed it. I think they both.
Yeah, they both needed
They
the
were
game.
both at
So
the
yeah,
same
if you give
point.
them
The draw wouldn't help. It would be in the same point right now.
Okay, so it's a wash.
It's still a wash. Yeah, any way you look at it. So why just give them the tie?
But
see,
putting it in a neutral site, I think, is unfair for the fan base.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then if you put the tie situation there, doesn't it put Kansas City as the clear number one
what's in the-
seed? And it kind of messes up
It messes up anybody
Them.
because if Cincinnati loses,
right.
they now don't have any home field.
Nope.
right.
They have no playoff game. That's corny. They worked their butts off for
To
that.
get to that point, right? They
But
started 0-2 and they're like 11-2, like pretty much going
Yeah,
forward. And
they've been the hottest team in football,
Yeah.
Which is
They
crazy
lost,
for
they
the
lost
Bills
Jamar
fans.
Chase for a
though.
while.
as well as they. Right.
But more than anybody else, the Bills fans after this year are relying on actually having some money coming into the town.
Facts.
They
Especially
lost-
after all they've been through.
Yeah, they lost a lot.
They lost a lot. Yeah.
Seriously.
'Cause of the
Their whole
snowstorms,
city
so-
got messed up with them snowstorms.
So for me, it's like
Yeah, that's probably the only thing keeping the city alive, really and truly. Nobody else goes to Buffalo for anything else.
True.
did Buffalo Wings start in Buffalo?
I don't know.
What, Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, not Wild Wings. Buffalo Wings.
I never had
Maybe.
Buffalo Wings.
Possible.
You've never had Buffalo Wings.
Oh, like the actual Buffalo Wings. Dummy. Yeah. Bro, come on. Just you asking that question was a dumbass question. By the way,
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's a
No, it's
dumbass
not. It
question.
made sense.
Bro. No, it
And
doesn't.
it confused you.
Because I'm
See?
thinking about the
Nicole
brand.
says yes. Nicole says yes. It started in Buffalo.
Did it start?
Thank you, Nicole.
Yo, are you on
Thank you, Nicole.
Wikipedia? What do you want?
Yo,
Thank you, Nicole.
that was
Send
funny.
your
Got him, right?
sources. Send your sources.
Got him.
Huh?
She went on the National Chicken Council, official fam.
The Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York in 1964.
You weren't
Buffalo
even
Wings.
born in 1964. Why don't you just back
Buffalo
off?
Wings came from Buffalo. And you know what's crazy? Why he's mad is that he was confused.
Nicole wears tie-dye one time. She's talking about the 60s.
Confused.
Right, that's
you know
what
where
I'm
I was
like,
going.
just-
Oh, it's all right. It's okay. Just hold it.
Put that shit on my shoulder, bro. Pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll
the
see
NFL
what happens,
yeah,
man.
the NFL kinda,
I don't like
messed
it.
that up. Yeah,
I don't like this whole
messed it up a
neutral
little
site
bit.
nonsense. But we'll see how it plays out, right? Because you have to. These are the cards that are dealt. Every team has to deal with this now, and it's unfortunate, but because of the circumstances, it is what it is, right?
Right.
So moving on, I need Super Bowl picks from y'all.
Oh,
Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year?
Ooh.
I'll start with you, Mel.
I'm gonna say AFC Kansas City,
Okay.
NFC Philadelphia.
So you got the Eagles and Chiefs in the
Yep.
Super Bowl. Not bad.
Yeah.
Well, who you got?
I don't know who's making it because of this whole shit.
Based on the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't
I
care about what the hell
mean-
the scenario is. We're just based on the season. What is your prediction?
I'm gonna go. Yo, I'm going off the reach.
Go ahead.
I'm going Tampa Bay.
Okay, so Brady
Okay.
gets to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Brady bypasses and probably plays against probably Burrow.
So Bucks and Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals get back to the Super Bowl and Bengals win.
I can see that. I'm not gonna go that far.
You got Brady winning another
You got
one.
Brady winning
Number 8?
another one.
My crystal ball is cloudy, bro.
Okay, so you don't
got
want to go that far.
Uh,
So you'll step out. You'll jump out the window.
so
But
I won't land on the ground.
Okay.
yeah, so you got the Bucks pretty much playing on the road the whole time. As what, a 5 or 6 seed?
After that
60.
last- yo,
All-
after
60?
that last
Yeah,
game,
all the
they
way
can
to the
do it,
Super
bro.
Bowl?
This is
no,
Brady's season.
I think they're 5.
Yeah, 5. They got the
They did that last
four.
time.
Four.
They did it last
No,
time. when
they,
they
No,
they're
they're 4.
4 because they
the
won their
Cowboys are
division.
5. Yeah,
Yeah,
Cowboys.
because they won their division.
Right.
Yep, because they're 8-8 right now. So
And then can I get a backup if that was too far fetched?
You want? Okay, what's your backup?
Yeah, what's your backup plan?
Is reach.
Of course.
But I think that if Aaron Rodgers gets in,
I mean, they're hot right now.
Aaron Rodgers ain't losing, brother.
So you got Packers and who?
At that point, I'm gonna go with Mahomes. At that point,
Packers Chiefs. You got a backup?
A backup? I would say Buffalo
Bills.
in AFC. And I'll go out on a limb and say the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
not a bad Super Bowl to watch.
But I have a hard time trusting Kirk Cousins
Yes.
in the playoffs.
Yes.
So that's my, that's my,
That's definitely
that's my problem.
That's a reach.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It is a reach.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
It's a reach. That's fine. Your second pick is a reach.
because
There's
it's
nothing
like,
wrong with that.
yeah, because it's like Kirk Cousins. It's like, yeah, you're great in a dome, but what happens when you gotta go outside and play in 30-degree weather?
Can't do it.
Like, right, like, what's gonna happen? When you gotta go to Philly.
Yeah, can't do it.
Right.
All right. I have two. Just
Okay.
like you guys.
All right.
My rational
Right.
analytic pick
Oh.
is Chiefs
Okay.
versus 49ers.
Oh.
So we have a rematch
Right.
of the, what was it, 3 years ago?
Yeah. About that. Yeah.
And I think the 49ers,
Yeah.
they get their ring at
Really.
this point.
Wow.
Okay, we didn't say that.
Not-
And they're playing
you
good
know,
football.
They are playing the good. They got the best.
wasn't-
They got the best defensive football right
Salute
now.
to them.
They
And
do,
they have-
and
they
then
have
you have McCaffrey and
They
Debo.
got Debo
so-
coming back.
a hot
Debo's
kiddo.
healthy.
Debo and Christian
Bosa,
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, everybody's back now. So
Yeah.
And Bryce Purdy.
and my man Brock Purdy.
Bryce.
Yeah, not
Seriously.
Bryce. Brock Purdy is playing well. So
Yeah, I
that
would
looks like
say.
a good pick. But if I'm gonna go with my heart,
Ooh.
Cowboys get to the Super Bowl
Okay.
versus. Let me see. Cowboys Ravens. That's my yeah. Lamar Jackson gets healthy.
I was gonna say
runs the
does
table
Lamar come
because
back?
you don't want to play those Ravens and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs.
No.
He's all right.
Yeah,
Cowboys Ravens. That'll
Okay.
be an interesting Super Bowl.
that
It
would.
It would.
That would.
Yeah. It would.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's it. I don't know. I mean,
I just want.
Bro, we're talking dark horse Super Bowls here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you had your dark horse
I
one.
just-
You went
I
on the
just
limb. I
need-
didn't say that you were crazy.
I
I
just.
didn't say you were crazy.
I just.
You assumed.
No, I like your Macho King T-shirt. I don't think you're crazy at all. I just think
It is a
that,
very good shirt. I know
Yeah,
that.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's gonna get healthy. Like they're gonna ice him.
So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, Dax just got to have some
Yeah, Dak just has to
some
show up.
really really good games.
And
man.
Zeke needs to be like Zeke from 5 years ago.
Not gonna happen.
I know.
No,
Not
not
gonna- not gonna
No,
happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
tried to help you,
Dak,
bro.
Dak's
That's all I
got to
got.
have some really really good games. He's gonna have to. Yeah.
Now, with all these books that you're writing,
Mm-hmm.
you're taking a lot of risks out there, right? In
Yeah.
regards to
Right.
what you're doing. Do you bet?
No,
You don't.
I don't.
So see, another one that does got a problem here.
Why?
I don't want to have to keep doing this to my friends. Okay? You
What?
should know that signing up with MyBookie is for your health. Okay?
Nicole,
It's about safety
legs.
at this point.
the legs.
Okay? It's about safety at this point. I, sir, have been going to therapy about my anger and my aggression towards my friends and family when they don't sign up with MyBookie. It's a problem. So, I assaulted my dear intern. I love him to death. But, he had to pay the price.
Oh.
Right? There's been a lot of other people. I have Nicole here. There's a reason why we call her the knee breaker. Okay? So I have her. I got Phil. Phil came here in a black suit and a ski mask last week. There's a lot of things that
Voluntarily.
happens because, if you don't sign up with MyBookie, if you on DraftKings, if you on FanDuel and all these other
I
apps,
don't even-
those are not the ones to use. It's MyBookie. You know what I'm saying? New Year is here. You can be able to put down a deposit of $50 or more to receive a cash bonus instantly. Put in my promo code EVEN. That's what happens. It's easy.
Even with an E.
Very even with an E. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Claude. No strings attached. Cash out. You can bet on the NFL, UFC. There's bingo. There's cricket. There's long jumping. There's what's that other one? Bobsledding. There's all of that stuff. You can bet on anything, right? You can bet on anything.
Got it.
Bet on anything, but make sure that you go there, man. You got the weekly online blackjack tournaments that people like to play. I'm not a card player, but it got stuff like that on there. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many different options of what you can be able to bet on. You don't have to necessarily do sports. There's a lot of things you can go on there for. So,
got it.
You know, check it out. Please, I don't want to have to ask you again, and then I know where you live in Arizona. I don't want to have to hop on a flight and have that type of conversation, because if I have to waste all that money and that time, because it's 6 hours, 6 hours to fly across the coast. You know, we on the East Coast, you on the left coast. So, you know, I'm bringing the knee breaker.
4.5 hours.
4.5, 5. Okay, so I'll bring the knee breaker and Phil. They'll both be, you know, with me. So when you see them, you understand exactly what's going on.
They're your bodyguards.
Right. It's more of a insurance policy. That's why I call them.
Oh,
yeah.
got it.
It's insurance.
Got it.
And you got to pay your premium.
Right. So the fact that you don't pay your MyBookie premium, insurance has to kick in.
Got it.
And we mean kick.
Yeah, right. And when I do mean kick, I mean
kick.
Yeah, kick.
Got it.
So bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. All right. So, pick of the week. Who we got? Claude, pull it up. Because you always miss the safe bet. You love to go with the safe bet.
I'm going with the one I need, because apparently the Jets have a implication that they may be able to sneak in the playoffs.
Jets are not making the playoffs,
That's
bro.
the
They're
rumor.
out.
That's the
They're out.
rumor,
They're
because of
eliminated.
this.
They're
No,
officially
this
eliminated.
whole new thing actually opens up an opportunity for them to get in.
But Joe Flacco is playing quarterback.
What that mean, though, man?
He's going to lose.
It's probably the best quarterback on the team.
Mike White's the best.
And they're playing Miami with no Tuha. I think we're good.
Too hot.
They're going against
even if Tuha was there.
We're going against the third stringer, Strodemeyer, or whatever his name is. Stridham, Stratum, Strober, I don't know.
Bryce Purdy, Stromeyer.
What's the guy's name?
Ooh.
The third string quarterback from Miami.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm not making it up.
I gave him one.
All right.
It begins with a that's something.
Oh my God.
I'm close.
Okay, so what's the spread? Let me see what the spread is. Let me check that out. Because obviously
Spreads love Flacco.
You don't care about the spread. The spread is for the Jets Dolphins game. They got Miami -3 at home. So what do you think?
Yeah.
You going Jets money line? You taking the spread?
I'm taking the spread.
Taking the spread.
Yeah.
So you're taking that -3.5 that they're not -3 that they're not gonna lose by more than 3 points.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Safe. It's safe.
So Jets lose, but they don't lose by more than 3.
No, I went to Jets to win, bro.
Okay, so you're taking the Jets money line.
Jets money line. Got you.
Okay.
Run it. What's the spread on that one? What's that?
Well, if you take the spread, then it'll be +3.
So let's go +3. 2017. I'm calling the typical CBS score.
Okay.
On a Sunday afternoon.
Do you know the games? Do you have a pick of the week?
No.
Okay, so
what games we got?
Let me break it down to you. You got Chiefs Raiders, Titans Jaguars, Cowboys Commanders, Bucks Falcons, Patriots Bills, Vikings Bears, Ravens Bengals, good one. Texans Colts.
Ooh, Ravens Bengals.
Panthers Saints, Browns Steelers, Chargers Broncos, Giants Eagles.
Yeah.
Cardinals, 49ers, Rams, and Seahawks. Oh, and Lions and Packers.
See. That Ravens Bengals game, that's gonna be the one.
Yeah, that's a good game. So you taking that one?
Yeah, no Lamar. It's like, can't do that. What other games are interesting that I could really
do? Who is Mel gonna take?
You know what? I would take the Packers beating the Lions.
Packers
Lambeau.
beating the Lions at Lambeau. Okay, so
Yep.
they got Packers -5 at home. So you like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yep.
That's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
So I told you last week that I was coming for apologies. I was coming. Him and Tim sat here, Nicole, remember? Talking about how crazy I was for my home run pick of the week.
Okay.
Thought I was crazy. Because I said that the Eagles was going to lose.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
And what ended up happening? Saints won.
Yep.
Could have won some big money had you listened to me. But no, Claude doesn't want to listen to me. He could have been in the Bentley right now. He don't want to listen to me. That's fine. Maybe you'll listen to me this week.
Did you place?
And I told you I want my apology in writing with pencil. With pencil.
Color pencil?
No. Regular number 2. Pencil. And I don't want the one.
Sharpened
I don't want the
pencil
one
too.
that you can
Click
hit
it.
Oh,
click at the back. I
You
want the
gotta sharpen
regular
it.
old school.
Sharpen.
You gotta sharpen it. right.
Mechanical pencils rule the world.
No,
That's
I
what
don't
you
want
get.
no mechanical pencils. I want the sharpener that we used to have back in
have to
elementary
turn
school.
it.
That you
Oh,
had
you have
to,
to
that was
go on the
that
wall,
had
you have to turn it.
Facts.
Yeah.
No.
I need to see you turn the sharpener and then write it in pencil.
Okay, so what about the notebook? It has to be a composition
Nah,
notebook.
it can be on regular loose leaf.
It can be
I'm
a
good with that.
loose leaf?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Three
I'm good with that.
ruled?
Not
Three
pull
ruled?
out. It has to be taken out of the binder.
Pause.
None of that.
Watch,
What?
Watch the pull out method.
What?
Yeah, relax.
Chill out.
Hey,
Pull out.
look.
Yeah, relax. But I understand. But yeah, so that's what I want my apology in writing. Okay? You and Tim owe it to me. Owe it.
That was a good bet.
Yeah, it was.
Dang.
Home run pick of the week. All right, you want a Barry Bonds, you want a Sammy Soul, you want a Aaron Judge this shit?
Oh
Okay.
boy. Yeah, let's
I got
hear
you.
this one.
Hit the
I
home
got
run.
you. I got you right now. Okay, I got you right now. So you want a home run pick. Give me the Patriots
Over the
to
Bills?
upset the Bills
See that?
on the road. Bills are -7 at home. Patriots win that game.
Wow.
It's not for
Take the Patriots money line. That's what I'm taking. You want a big bet? That's it right there.
Not mad at that.
true.
All right?
That is true.
See, Nicole bet. Look, she already on her phone. She's like, you know what? I'm listening because he got 2 weeks in a row. He's right. He's right. She believes it. She's the only one in here that believes in me.
Is it?
Her and Jimmy.
Okay.
Her and Jimmy. That's
Probably.
it. You?
I can see it. I'm a conspiracy theorist. That's the problem. So I don't.
Okay, so the fact that I'm bringing facts to you because you're a conspiracy theorist, you don't believe in facts.
I'm already labeled. I'm labeled as a conspiracy theorist before I have a fact.
Yeah.
My facts are only conspiracies. FYI.
Right. It's fine. It's
Go
fine.
back to the water cooler where I belong.
That's okay. It's okay. Like I said, I'm waiting for my apology in writing.
You wait. I got you.
But if you want that home run pick, you bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Okay. I want to get into this story, but I want to wait. How much time we got to go?
Oh no.
We're at 22.5.
Okay, so you know what? Let's get into it a little bit. Not this one, but the irrelevant news of the week. My irrelevant news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch them? I mean, yeah, they stink.
My irrelevant news of the week. Jake Paul
Oh man.
signs with Professional Fighters League.
That is irrelevant. I agree.
So this is a league that's competing with the UFC. Right?
Okay.
They pay they have like equal or 50-50 split revenue with the fighters, so the fighters get more money. So Jake Paul has always been opposed to the UFC, you know, in regards to their pay structure and stuff like that. So he's now partnered with them, and I'm just like, okay, so he
great.
didn't want to turn pro as a boxer to fight legitimate
Real people,
boxers,
right.
But you're going to go to this league,
a smaller league
and
of UFC,
go into
and
the
boxing.
octagon and fight real cage fighters.
So,
Come on,
are
man.
you going to watch a fight of his
Absolutely
and hope
not.
that he?
Absolutely not.
Well, wouldn't you watch to hope that he loses?
No, that's what they have IG for. You can see the clips of him getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Good point.
and I don't have to waste
time.
$70 on a pay-per-view event, right? I could just watch him get put to sleep, tap out,
sleep,
and I'll be good.
Good point.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can pretty much watch.
Everybody
clips
gets what they
anywhere.
came for.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like I have Jake Paul. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Like his brother Logan Paul, I respect him because he's now a WWE superstar. Okay. So obviously, if you go into the wrestling world, you're gonna have respect for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're gonna have respect for me. But Jake,
no.
He's sideshow. So that's my irrelevant news of the week. Jake Paul.
Got it.
I'll play it again.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the? I mean, yeah, they stink.
All right, so that'll be possibly a new segment going forward. After the break, we're gonna talk about Dana White and some hot water. We're gonna talk about the U.S. soccer team and their soap opera.
Yeah,
this is a wild story. Love it. I love it. After the break.
He has changed the game, whether you like it or not. He's changed it. He's impacted the game in some fashion or form.
I'm gonna find a bar mitzvah for you to go to, and you gonna turn that motherfucker out.
Yeah, all the gals watching.
Crack 'em
if you got 'em. All the gals watching. Minus 6.
And I would like to formally welcome you to
Welcome.
Welcome.
and welcome the grid.
To the grid. To the grid.
To the grid.
Welcome to the grid.
And welcome to the grid.
Welcome to the grid. Did y'all hear the Dana White news?
Yep.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
So Dana White was he arrested? Or was he accused? Or what's the situation?
I think he was accused. I don't know if he got arrested.
I don't think wife.
You know, we don't want to say we'll say DV on the show. DV.
Right.
You know, there's a video out. I believe that him and his wife were at a party or club somewhere.
It was in a club somewhere on vacation. I think they were in Cabo for the holidays or something like that. And, you know.
Argument happened, got caught on camera, wife slapping him.
Then he retaliated.
He returned sender.
Yep.
You know, and
as they say, blame it on the alcohol. Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
You know, all right. Let's look at it from a different standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big time CEO.
Yep.
For the UFC.
Yep.
This is obviously a bad look. No matter if it was a misunderstanding between a married couple, they had a little disagreement or whatever it is.
Yep.
How does he spin this? Or do you just come out in front of it and just be like, hey, listen, it was a bad night, you know, got caught in a vulnerable situation.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry, right?
Yeah.
Like what is the actual smartest tactic here? Because it really doesn't make sense to try to explain it away. You know, an apology is enough, I believe, right? Or does there need to be more?
There got to be action behind the apology.
Yeah, exactly. Own up to it.
It has to be. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
What kind of action though?
That's I don't know. That's the difference.
That's something. Yeah, he works out with him and his wife, and figure that out. Whether it's anger management or marriage counseling, whatever it is. I mean, they've been together for a very long time. Obviously,
right?
30 years, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's accountability. I mean, he's spoken about it. He's apologized and he said there's no place for it, and I lost my cool, things like that. I mean, you're in a public place.
Right. So it's like for me,
number one thing people gonna do is pull this out, record, and post it all over social media.
Because you're Dana White anyway, and people are always watching you regardless.
Exactly.
Do they make him step down because of this?
That's my thing. Like, and he was. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. But
no,
stranger things have happened, right?
Yeah, of course.
But at the same time, too, he was going to launch or introduce this
new show. Yeah. You can go ahead. Go. Say it. Do it.
He was going to introduce this slap boxing league. Now.
Damn. Yeah. Supposed to be on TBS or something like that?
I don't know. I'm not going to give the particulars.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. It's supposed to be on like TBS.
But my thing is, if I'm going to.
It's Turner supposed to be doing
Can this. All right. I'm just going to go out and say it. Can this be a marketing tool for the slap boxing league?
Could be.
Listen, hey.
In this climate, yeah.
People have done some weird stuff to promote.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's trying to promote it that way, but I mean, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
You get head in that direction, unfortunately.
If you see if he's on the card.
Yeah.
Then it goes crazy.
I don't know, man.
So if the wife is on the card?
No, if he's on the card.
Oh. Well.
Vince McMahon would have done worse himself.
Yeah, He's done some things in his career, that's for sure, to promote events. But
Vince McMahon's back.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to get into it because obviously you guys don't really care about wrestling. But he's back. He forced his way back.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, forced his way back.
I saw the news about it. Yeah.
Forced his way back. Because he wants to sell the company or line it up to get sold.
Yeah,
and he was like the only person that could be able to broker the deal.
The deal, yeah.
To sell it is him.
Yeah, he's been running it. He's been running it for so long, so he knows the ins and outs of everything.
So he was like, if y'all don't, let me come back as the chairman of the board, I'm not going to approve any new negotiation deals for SmackDown or Raw.
Oh,
yeah. So he's
strong-armed his way.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah,
nasty work,
nasty business. Dang. But
anyway, yeah.
Moving on.
Yep.
This story is just insane. I need, you have did your research on this, Mel, so I want you to spearhead this. There is big time drama with the U.S. soccer team, U.S. men's soccer team.
Yep.
And it's RabbitHole
business.
We talking about Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital,
Dark Shadows,
soap opera stuff,
all that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like cue the soap opera music.
Facts. I wish I had some right now.
Yeah,
but
that would make it even funnier.
Please elaborate. What's going on, please?
All right. So basically, one of the players on the U.S. men's soccer team, before they went to Qatar, really was practicing, wasn't really getting too much of playing time with the coach. Now, the coach and this player played soccer together when they were younger. So they grew up together. They know each other, whatever the case is. And they're both married. And the wives know each other. So that's another part of the story. Went to Qatar, for the World Cup.
Yep.
And he really wasn't playing much. And he had a little rift with the coach or whatever the case is. And the player's wife decided, well, I'm just going to report this whole situation with the coach.
Air out some dirty laundry.
Air out some dirty laundry with the coach. That happened over 20 years ago with his then girlfriend.
Yeah, that's dirty business, fam.
With the then girlfriend, who is now
his wife.
married right now, is his wife, that they had a DV situation.
Right.
Since you want me to be politically correct and make sure, certain things don't.
Yeah, we don't get flagged here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't get flagged.
Right, you don't want to get flagged. Right. So that is the basics of this whole story. The other added part to it was before they went to Qatar, the wives were supposed to fly together, and then they decided they weren't going to because of this whole playing time situation. So I'm kind of wondering, what made the wife do that? 1. 2, was she there when that incident happened? I would gather that maybe that was the case. I have no idea. And 3, did the star player speak with his wife and they kind of
came up with that
situation And I'm just speaking hypothetically. Just
they conspire to plan.
Right. I'm thinking this out in my head because I've been thinking about it today, and I'm like what? Like, how would you air out dirty laundry from 20 years ago?
But here's my thing, though. The fact that he did that, right? The fact that he aired out the dirty laundry 20 years ago.
Yeah,
they still took action and removed the coach from his position. So for me, it's like if the wife is like, yo, this is something that happened 20 years ago. Nothing has happened like that since.
Yeah.
How is that grounds for you to lose your job?
Yeah, because he spoke about it and he owned up to it. And
Openly.
He said, he said, look, I had a situation in the past. It was unfortunate. I cooperated during that time.
Right.
I'm cooperating with it now, but
no charges were filed.
Right. We had a misunderstanding. We worked it out and we're married and we're together.
Happily.
Yes. For over, 20 years, something like that? Yeah, I don't understand.
So it's one of those situations where the dude is thinking that he was going to play because they homies or whatever, they close, and coach doesn't play him. And
he's a good player and everything,
He goes
but
home.
Still.
He goes home and tells his wife, "He's trying to destroy me."
Right. He's trying to mess up my career.
like some real soap opera. He's trying to destroy me.
So y'all as guys couldn't sit down and be like, "Look, what's going on in my playing time, bro?"
Corny,
you know what I mean? Like, come on now.
He pillow
come
talking.
on. Right.
Yeah, he pillow talking. That's corny.
Yeah, come on now.
That's corny.
That'd be like me doing something stupid and 20 years from now you bring it up and I'm like, yo, that was 20 years ago.
Right.
I have some stupid drunk night or something and you want to bring it back up 20 years.
You gonna talk about me doing some stuff with my girlfriend back then. 20 years. All right, so it's 20 years now. Now I'm gonna have to I gotta put hands on you now.
Right.
I gotta put hands on you because you cost me my job. Right?
For real.
So if I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna put hands on you then.
Right. If I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out.
Yeah, gotta put hands on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out.
That's the wildest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, man.
And we're not talking about 2 years, a year
ago. Right.
ago,
That's 20 plus years ago.
It was under the rug.
Dude.
20 years, man?
Yeah.
That's definitely some.
Yeah. That's grounds.
Some novella stuff.
That's grounds for a drop kick to the back of your head.
Facts.
For that, man.
Facts.
For real.
Super
kick
to
come
the
on.
front.
Super kick to the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roundhouse.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze type of kick.
Yeah.
Roadhouse type of kick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too stupid to have a good time type of kick.
Yeah, it's like, come on, son. Come on.
Hola, mijo.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, really?
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
I listen, man. There's a lot of things that people will do when they're upset to try to get over on people.
Right.
This is sad though, because the guy lost his job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Now,
put
is there
someone
a
else in
chance
his
that
place.
he can be able to get it back? Because I think they're
Investigating. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. They're investigating
Yeah.
the whole thing, and
Yeah.
it's just like it happened 20 years ago. It's like he got in trouble a year ago, and then there was a whole big thing about it, and then it comes back up. It's different,
right?
But
yeah, it's messed up. Moving on. Whose performance was better? Luka's 60-point triple-double or Donovan Mitchell's 71-point performance? Now, Luka, I think I'm going to have to pick Luka because here's my reasoning. He did it to the Knicks. Right? So for me, when you touch up the Knicks, it's always going to be front page for me.
Facts.
It's always going to be top of the list for me.
Oh,
what he did, especially the fact that the Knicks were up 9 with 13 seconds to go and you lose.
Yeah, they came back, tied the
Yeah, I
game,
love
went to
that.
overtime, and beat them.
60-point triple-double. That's
unheard of.
But Donovan Mitchell did have a 71-point double-double. He had 71 points. I think it was 8 rebounds, 11 assists.
Yep. That's unreal.
That he's a bucket getter. But I think if you're gonna put both of these performances next to each other, I would give Luka the nod, because he's not athletic.
Nope.
You know, Donovan Mitchell is a athletic monster.
Yeah,
Fast,
he can jump,
strong,
yeah,
he can jump. He got a nice jump shot. You know, there's different ways he can score. Luka uses his angles, his smartness, his IQ, his strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say his strength a lot. Yeah, his strength a lot.
So his triple double, man, that 60-point triple, I think
60
is a little bit more
21
impactful.
rebounds and like
20 boards, bro. Like 11 assists. It's crazy.
11 assists. Yeah.
What are those numbers though?
You like Luka's numbers?
Yeah, because I mean, 72 points is cool, but it's a more consistent game from Luka.
Yeah,
way more consistent.
Yeah,
yeah. Luka gets the triple doubles on a regular basis, but to get a triple double like that,
that's big time.
That's really big time.
That's definitely big time.
Yeah, like I would say, Luka is just he's just different, man.
Shouts.
And he lulls you to sleep with his dribble. And he just shoots the ball, and I'm just like, dude, like you can't stop him.
Yeah, Luka's game to me. When I watch Luka, I'm never impressed. But when you look at the box score, you're just like, man.
Right. Sometimes I'll be watching the Dallas Mavericks. Sometimes I'll be like, all right, and then see the box score. Yeah, 30.
Right.
How? Like what?
Yeah, like his passing ability is great, but
there was some game I was watching. Was it the Mavericks and the Celtics? I don't remember who it was, but I know like the first half they were just doubling him like crazy, just making him pass, and he, he'd get his couple of his shots, and in the end of the game he still had 32. I was like, bro, like look, you ain't even scoring the first quarter.
I ain't gonna hold you. I would hire some dude off the street, sign him to a 10-day if I know I got the Mavs coming up. I'm gonna just assign him just to foul, just to go out there and foul Luka all night. So you got
like hand check him.
Yeah, you got 6 fouls. Just do all the hand.
Just go out there, hand check him, bump him, hit him, whatever.
You want.
Yeah. Just don't when he goes for a shot. Don't let him get a shot up for him to be at the free throw line, but just forearm him, do all that. Yeah,
exactly.
Shove him,
shove him off a screen, all that.
Yeah, just bump him every time.
I just hire somebody from the hood
just to annoy him.
I would.
Yeah, just tug at his jersey. Yeah, all that.
Yeah. Hey, the Brooklyn Nets signed K Dot to a 10-day contract. Like, it was K Dot. Like, I mean, like goon. Definitely send that Luka's way because in this NBA you can't touch people no more. So you're gonna see more performances like this because you can't guard these guys. They're more skilled nowadays.
Yeah,
the game is more wide open. It's more 3-point based.
Yep.
So if I can't touch you, I can't guard you.
Facts.
Of course you're gonna put up 60 and 20.
Of course.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
side step 3, the step back.
Right.
You dribbling to the basket. You can't even hand check a little bit, whatever.
Nothing.
Like there was a game I was watching and I got so annoyed because like the ref called the foul and Malcolm Brogdon, it was a Celtics game and Malcolm Brogdon already had the guy beat.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, he's already a step ahead. Like, why are you calling the foul with his hand like on his side? I'm like, just let him go. Like let him finish the play. But yeah, you can't do anything anymore. It's just like everything. Like you shoot a 3 and then you're trying to defend, you're trying to contest the shot, and then the dude lands and he on your foot, and now it's a flagrant foul.
Everything's a foul, bro. Everything's a foul. So I'm not really into it, but
that Luka performance was We'll see a couple more. We will see a couple more.
Yeah. So let's get into your top 3 teams in the East and West. Who are your top 3 teams? Good job, bro.
Let's see. East, I'm going to say the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, and I like the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay. So you're not going to put the Nets there?
No.
Okay. So what's the reason why you put the Cavs over the Nets?
I like the Cavs and their talent. I like what they have. They're a young team. They're hungry. The Brooklyn Nets, you expect them to be where they are. They probably should be a little bit better than what they are. compared, when they started the season, they started slow,
Well, they still had Steve Nash.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I knew he was going to say it. I knew you were going to say it. That's why I was trying to beat you to it. But anyway.
Mr. TikTok.
But yeah, it's expected. I mean, come on. You got KD, you got Kyrie, and you got KD and you got Kyrie. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to say that other guy's name.
Oh, Mr. Simmons?
Yeah, I will not say that man's name. You said it. See, I won't. But anyway.
Man.
But see, it's like, the Cavs, they have Darius Garland, an up-and-coming guard, Donovan Mitchell. They added to that mix. That tandem, that backcourt.
Evan Mobley.
Yeah, Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, man, his shot blocking and, his, being able to rebound. That's why I like the Cavs a little bit above the Nets. And the Cavs are like a game behind first place. Or
it's pretty close.
It's really close. The top four is all within 2 games. So I would say that. The West, I do like Denver.
Yeah, Nuggets right now are 26-13.
Obviously, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are a good team.
And I like the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you like Zion on those boys. Well, Zion, he's going to be out for a month.
Yeah, I know. Zion gets on my nerves.
So
but
we'll see what happens with them.
Yeah, but guess what? The Pelicans won games last year without him.
They've won games. I mean, they've been used to not having him around.
Exactly.
So, we'll see how they,
You got CJ, B.I., Valanciunas.
Yeah.
They got some good role players in Dyson Daniels and Marshall. Those are some solid players.
And
Dyson is starting to figure out the league now.
What's the little defender guy?
Alvarado?
Yeah.
I love Alvarado.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a pest. Yeah,
Definitely
he is. Yeah, he's a pest. But the thing with him is he can knock down open shots.
Yeah,
he can knock
he's
down
developing
the 3.
offensive
He's
game.
developing the 3 and things like that. So, like, you can't leave him open all the time because, for every 2 threes, I think will hit at least 1. So I like the Pelicans.
So who's your favorite team out west?
My favorite team out west is the Memphis Grizzlies.
So it'd be the Grizzlies.
It would be the Grizzlies.
Okay.
Yes.
I like your picks. I would go. I think it's hard for anybody to pick any other team outside of the ones that you picked, because the Mavericks, to me, even if you're gonna make a conversation for them, they don't have enough. It's Luka or nothing. Like, Christian Wood is good.
He is.
You know what I mean? But they don't really have, losing Jalen Brunson was huge. You know what I'm saying? So if they can find a way to make a big trade at the deadline,
I think they would have
for somebody that they can be able to really pair in that backcourt with Luka.
Yeah.
Then now we can be all right, cool. Like, they got something going here. But this team,
they're
4 seed.
Constructed.
They may win a first round matchup, but
and that's it.
That's it.
Because the West is loaded this year.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't even think the West is loaded. Honestly, there's a lot of
those 3 teams.
A lot of mediocre teams in the West.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because after that you have NBA Siberia, you have the Clippers, Suns, Warriors. It's all a hodgepodge. Jazz, Timberwolves, Lakers. So
Suns are trash.
Yeah,
anyway.
they're back to the Suns.
Yeah, they're
back
trash.
to being the Suns. In the East, I like the Nets. I like what I'm seeing out of the Nets. Celtics are still one of the best teams, obviously. Love the Bucks. But if there's going to be a team that I'm really watching outside of the top
Those
4,
teams.
Philly. There's something about this Sixers team, but the only thing that bothers me about Philly is Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers bothers me. Doc Rivers is not going to be a guy that you can trust in the playoffs because he's lost more Game 7 matchups than anybody in NBA history.
Facts.
So that matters. And when you have James Harden, that is a residential choke artist in the playoffs.
Bingo.
That matters.
Yep.
So, but I like what I'm seeing out of them in regards to the regular season because Tyrese Maxey.
I was going to say, I like Tyrese Maxey, man. Yeah. He's special, man. You knew he was going to be special from college, but to see him elevate that way. Doc Rivers, I don't trust him. James Harden, is he going to be consistent? Yeah. And then Joel Embiid's health, we all know,
he's balling though.
He is balling. 60 to 65 games. You know what you're getting out of him with that. You really got to, keep him good and keep him ready for the playoffs. But, you don't want Embiid carrying the Sixers in the playoffs. Maxey will be there. I think Tobias Harris has got to somewhere along the lines get himself immersed into like that offensive flow. He's got to pick his spots and give you that 15 to 20 that you're going to need. And, Milton and, Melton, those guys off the bench, you need their productivity too.
Yeah.
They've got to be consistent, but yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
After the break, I have to vent. I have to. Before I get into my favorite segment of the show, I have to vent. I have to. After the break. Welcome back, y'all. I'm tired. Mel. Tired. And I don't mean physically. Obviously when you have children, there's times where you don't sleep.
Yeah.
And my child sometimes doesn't allow me to sleep because he feels that when he's up, everyone else should be up. Doesn't matter if it's 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Got it.
It doesn't matter. So, but what bothers me is the fact that this Carlos Correa deal still ain't done. What is going on?
I don't know.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. He signed the deal or agreed to the contract on the 24th.
Right.
Then we all know that the San Francisco Giants, they saw something in this physical. They got nervous. They pulled out of the deal.
Right.
So the message is, all right, cool. Well, let's go
We'll
get
jump on it. Right.
Now the same problem is showing up, right? Like you didn't know that this was the problem.
Yep.
If one team flags it, you don't think you're going to flag it too?
Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
That was my issue. It's like, all right, cool. I thought that because they already understood, well, maybe they probably only got it from Scott Boras, the agent.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
what it was, and he didn't probably explain it in detail.
Yeah, that's true.
And they got to go through and look at the x-rays and all that stuff, whatever. But to me, it's like, all right, the agreement is 12 years, $315. For what I'm hearing, there's no, they're not going to lessen the deal. They're just trying to put language in the contract that protects them on the back end, right?
Okay. Right.
For me, I think that's fine as a business, right? You need to protect yourself. You don't want to have a bad investment 12 years down the line and you have to be funneling money with no protection for yourself, right?
Right.
However, the fan side of me is going to say, well, if the Mets win 2 World Series in the next 5 years, what the hell do I care about the back end? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
Right.
He can have a peg leg for the next 5 years of the contract. I don't care.
Yeah, he could be limping.
Yeah.
He could be limping to.
He can look like Hook.
He could be limping to City Field.
Right.
And you're like, cool, we won.
He can look like Hook and can't swing a bat.
Damn.
I say, you know what? Those 2 World Series, we good.
Right.
We good.
We got one.
Right. So for me, it's like, get the deal done. Because I truly believe that if Scott Boras plays hardball with Steve Cohen, it's not going to end well. Because there's other clients that he represents. Steve Cohen is the biggest money spender in baseball. You don't want to make him mad.
True.
Right? So at some point, your client wants to be in New York. You don't necessarily want him in Minnesota, although you want to have him take the most money, right?
Of
Wherever
course.
who is playing the most money you want. But there's something about playing in New York.
Yeah, it's the biggest market.
You win exactly. You win here. You become a guy
Legend.
for the Mets.
Forever.
We ain't talking about the Yankees now.
No,
we talking about the Mets here.
Yeah, he's a
you
legend
become a guy
forever.
for Queens. They're gonna put a statue right next to
Right in
Seaver.
front of City
Spider-Man.
Field.
You feel what I'm saying?
He's a legend forever.
So you gotta think about that as a player. If I'm Correa, I'm going to Boras like, yo, bro. I understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but
let's give
really
in.
Figure this out.
I want to be here. So I'll be able to maximize my endorsements and all of this stuff.
I was going to
here.
say that, yeah.
I'll get my money back. Don't worry about it
He's
because
gonna
he
get
wasn't getting no damn
endorsements.
endorsements in Minnesota. Ain't nobody signing him to no deals in Minnesota.
No.
What
One of
kind of brands they got?
Card shows and restaurants.
Come to Bill Bill Worth's used car lot where
Right.
Carlos Correa can be
Right.
able to tell you
Yeah.
to get some discounts. Everybody care about that shit.
Remember
Right.
the shit I told you?
Huh?
Let him have it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right.
What we
Yeah.
doing?
You need- be in New York, get the big companies, and
Yeah.
get to do some good investments, man.
Facts.
Meet some
So
corporate
stop
people.
playing hardball.
Right.
Take the money and let's get these chips, man.
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
let's
Get
get
these
back
chips.
to it. Yeah. Let's get back to baseball.
So that's my thing. Yankees, on another note, y'all had a big signing. You signed OMAR MINAYA. That's big. Very big for the Yankees.
Yes.
He is locked in like anybody that has ever been in baseball.
Right.
In
He's
regards
one
to
of-
the
one of the
international scouting,
best.
he's one of the best. I'm mad because MINAYA is my guy.
Yeah, he's a
Mets.
Queens guy, man. He's a Mets.
Queens,
He's
exactly.
a Mets guy forever.
Really good guy.
I ain't
And
knocking-
plus we know people that are actually family members with him.
Got it.
Yeah, so shouts to them.
Yeah.
Shouts to them for
You know what I
sure.
mean? Shouts to
Yeah.
them. We don't want to
I'd
reveal
like
that.
I'd
but-
like him to be the GM,
but you know,
hey,
we've been to
can't
a
get
couple
everything we
games because of family members. So
Good
shouts
games
to
too.
them.
Where
Yeah,
they
good
give
games.
you, they give you like real
Good games,
food.
good seats.
Yep.
You feel me?
Someone
So,
cuts the steak for you.
right. So the fact that he's back in New York, maybe we can probably pull up to the Bronx. What do you think?
Going there.
Yeah, pull up to the Bronx when it's Subway Series.
Yeah, that's true.
When it's Mets Yankees.
No part of that business.
Yeah, I
bro.
don't want to pull it. But what if it's free though?
Yo, son, a lot of things are free, bro.
Right.
That's true.
If it's
A lot of
Mets
things are
Yankees,
free.
you get some tickets, you gonna go.
I'm going to City. I'm not going to. I'm not.
You not going to
New York.
Yankees?
No, I've never been there. I only been there once. I'm lying. One time.
Okay.
One time.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, cause you
I
told
got free,
to the fans.
I got free tickets.
Yeah,
and went to the Bronx
hey,
one time.
Yeah, I get it. I haven't been to City yet.
All the years I've been a baseball fan.
Yeah, I haven't been
I
to City
refuse
yet.
to go to the Bronx.
Yeah,
I haven't been to
Bronx.
City.
Not doing it.
I went to Shea, but I've never been to City Field.
You need to go. Okay, it's a beautiful place. Kids love it. Right? Place to bring your family. You know, love it.
They got nice restaurants though. Like really,
Yeah, they
yo.
do. They do. They got some good
You can
restaurants.
get lost in the food.
I
there.
believe that. Trust me, and I
They
bet
got
that,
the, they
I
got
bet
the
they're-
best Shake Shack. In
Oh,
City Field. They got
okay.
the best
well,
one.
all right. Well, that's incentive.
Well,
have-
did I tell you
they have
that
a beer
opened
garden.
Shake Shack up the street?
I don't like Shake Shack.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, Shake Shack.
I
is
mean,
good.
you eat bird food. That's why. So you know,
Ha ha ha.
it's not vegan enough for you.
What?
Vegan.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't want to know.
But moving on. I just want to say this is some sad news. Kemba Walker got released by the Dallas Mavericks. It looks like his career is kaput.
Yeah,
because he
it's
has that
going down.
that degenerative
The
knee
knees.
issue.
So he's in a Brandon Roy situation.
Yeah, it's like that. So shouts out to Kemba
Kemba.
Walker.
Yeah, wish
very
him
good
well.
career.
Yep.
But I think his playing days might be up. So
Back him up, bro.
Yeah, the Bronx kid, man.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. You
Bring
you
him
always
back to the
always
Knicks.
got to shout out the New York kids.
Put him in the
for
suit.
sure.
Yeah, exactly. Put them in a suit and put them on FS1. Everybody else does it, right?
Right.
So,
Hey, man.
yeah.
Go where the money is.
But moving on to the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week, I go around the room and I ask, who is the Dummy of the Week? Cole, you got?
Well, after the great episode we had last week, we tried to do a team bonding experiment. Didn't really work out. Try to get some Taco Bell for everybody. And apparently Taco Bell doesn't order instruction or follow instructions that you give them. And you tell them no meat in your stuff and no this and no that. And they load you up with it anyway. So my dummy of the week is Taco Bell because they can't follow fucking instructions every time.
Listen.
I just want a chalupa that's like the way I didn't want it. Like, that's it. I can't get that. So.
You gotta. He was upset, like
tight.
because he doesn't eat meat. So when you get your tacos and there's meat in there, pause. You're not gonna eat that.
And sour. And then it's like, all right, we
It's
didn't
not
put the
even the
meat,
order
but then
he
we put the
got.
sour cream. Like, I didn't want sour cream, bro.
Right. Never asked.
They
for
got
sour
your whole
cream, never
order
asked for-
wrong, bro.
And then it's like, all right, well, I don't want
Entire
cheese.
order, bro.
And then it's like, here's some extra cheese,
Right.
dickhead.
No.
Like,
So
get everything.
everything that he didn't want, they
He
put
got
in there.
Yeah.
And everything I didn't eat, they ate.
Like somebody hated you. Do you have
Right.
You have
I think
Somebody
I'm
had
on,
a vendetta
I think
against
I'm on
you,
the
bro?
list because they know I'm a Chipotle-er.
right.
So I'm not
They
like,
probably saw you pull up over there. It's like,
Yeah, all right, we're going. Yeah, we
I'm
just
on
want
the
to get
list.
You're gonna needle him a little bit and put
I can't order
put
anything. I would
some
never
beef
want.
in his taco. Pause.
Pause.
Hey, yo, watch your mouth. Yeah, you wild out on that.
So Taco Bell definitely gets the
Dummy, yeah.
For sure.
Jimmy. Who you got? LeBron? Yeah. What did LeBron do?
You see how he's all over the internet. He doesn't know the lyric.
Yo, that's funny. That's funny. That
like
is
that.
true. Every time Braun is doing some lyrics, he's always mumbling.
Yeah.
And creating his own lines. But you know what? Yo, that's fire though. He's the GOAT. He's like, I don't care. I don't know the words and I'm gonna create my own words. I don't care.
That's like you said. He could be the GOAT of basketball, but not the GOAT at remembering song lyrics.
Right.
That's it.
You can be the GOAT of basketball, but you can't be the GOAT of something else. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta lack somewhere, right?
Right.
He's a great family man, great businessman, but he don't know lyrics to songs. He don't know lyrics to songs. So LeBron James gotta get the dummy for that.
Dummy, yeah.
Nicole, who you got? Megan.
Oh. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I saw that shit. That's just scary shit.
I didn't hear about this.
Oh, it's basically like a doll who like goes, crazy,
Like
killing
Chucky?
people. Exactly. She's just a female version of Chucky, basically.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's bad. If you go look at the trailer of it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeez. Yo, listen. People want like.
Is it on Tubi?
No, it's gonna be.
No, it's a movie that's coming out. It's a movie that's coming out.
Trash.
I don't listen to critics. They watch stupid.
They
movies.
hype up stuff for no reason.
They watch stupid movies. This is
awesome.
This is critically acclaimed.
Matt Damon.
Right, Matt Damon, so good. Like,
yeah,
I don't care. I don't
Basically.
care. But yes, Megan gets a nice dummy.
Dummy, yeah.
Who you got, Mel?
I got Jim Harbaugh, the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
Jim Harbaugh. What did Jim Harbaugh do to you?
He didn't do anything to me, but he's being investigated for violations of recruiting. So during the dead period of time during COVID in 2020, apparently he violated the rules basically of recruiting. And I'm like, you're a college football coach, you should know better. You're a top-notch program. You get paid millions of dollars, and they're already tearing you to shreds that TCU pretty much outplayed you guys. But now you're under fire for recruiting violations. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna hold
You're
you.
better than that.
We will give Mr. Jim Harbaugh the dummy.
Dummy,
I ain't gonna hold you. If
yeah.
I was a coach, I'd be committing every recruiting violation known to man. Like you gotta do what you gotta do to get the player, right?
Hey, man.
You still run Madden leagues with you.
Yeah.
Yes, you are notorious for bending the rules.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta cheat to win. Okay,
Hey, man.
I've never had a problem with the Houston Astros. All right, I've never had a problem with the Houston Astros because they tried. They tried to win. Okay, they did what they had to do. It's a competitive match. It's a competitive thing. Okay, it's just like Monopoly. You gotta find an edge. You gotta find an edge. So if you have to, get a partner and you have to
Strategize a certain way.
strategize.
Yeah.
It's just the way the game. Just the way the game is. Okay, I don't believe that bending the rules is a bad thing. I don't. So you're gonna give Jim Harbaugh the dummy. I can't give it. I'll give him for you, but I can't do it for me. Can't do it for me because I would be one of those like, listen, man,
Yeah, I'm gonna text you. Don't say nothing.
Exactly. Don't let me. Don't
say
I
anything.
told you, but wet willies down the corner.
Yeah, it's the move.
They get 2-for-1s down there. So you can go down there and just tell them that I sent you.
And that's
Good.
it, right?
You know
Just
what I
say
mean?
my name. That's it.
You ever heard of KOD? Oh, if you mention my name,
you're good.
You good. That's according to the NCAA. That's a violation. If I can get the player like that, he'd be like, "Yo, I never went to KOD, bro. I'm definitely going to Michigan now. Definitely going." Job done. Job done.
That's true.
Job
but
done.
Nah, I mean, come on.
Right. However, all of those are good. You guys are always on top of your dummy of the weeks. Love it. But there's only going to be one winner. One winner this week. It's a good one. May I have the drum roll, please? And the winner for Dummy of the Week, Kayvon Thibodeau of the New York Giants.
Oh,
Kayvon Thibodeau is my
Dummy, yeah.
because Mr. Thibodeau just doesn't understand awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Thibodeau went ahead and sacked Nick Foles. Was it Nick Foles? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Nick Foles?
I think so.
Nick
yeah.
Foles, they sacked him. He ended up hurting Nick Foles. Nick Foles is spread out on the field.
Injured.
The trainers get out there, and what does Mr. Kayvon Thibodeau do? He's doing snow angels
on the field.
on top of Nick Foles. So Nick Foles' limp body is laying there, and he's knocking him with his offhand. So everybody's like, bro, like, what are you doing? No, doesn't care, right? Doesn't care. He doubles down. Tweets about it. Says that he knocked somebody out. Right? But it gets better. After the game, this was Mr. Thibodeau.
And then we can establish, the narratives and things like that. But until, you guys actually are in the sport and do it and be in that moment, you can't create a narrative on it,
Well, we're not creating a narrative on it. The other team's coach had a problem with it. He's the guy who played the game. The other team's players had a problem with it.
No, I just don't know who, anybody who commented on it, unless I know who they are, doesn't really affect me.
So he goes to say that he has no idea who Jeff Saturday is. Jeff Saturday is an all-pro former player, great player, right?
Yep.
Don't know who Jeff Saturday is. So Jeff Saturday has no reason to talk to him. Yo, I'm telling you about these young people. Y'all are dangerous.
They don't know their history.
Y'all are dangerous people, man.
They don't know their history at all.
You know, Jimmy, y'all are dangerous people, man. Y'all, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not talking about you people in this room.
Specifically,
but the generation, they don't know history. They don't care about doing their history. They don't know who's in front of them, who they talk. They will disrespect anybody.
Right. They don't know who came before them to get them to where they are, to get them the money that they're making right now, too.
He refuses to say, I'm sorry for what happened. Like, look, we're not going to take away from you getting the sack. That's fine.
No, not at
right?
all.
But if you know that a guy got hurt on the play,
you got to make sure he's all right.
You have to be mature enough to say, listen, shouts out to Nick Foles.
Hope he's all right.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to double down on that, he's setting himself up to get beat up. And I'm not talking about like somebody going to beat him up in the parking lot, but there's certain rules in football.
Players are watching that game and saying, okay.
A receipt's coming.
Yep.
A receipt's coming.
There's that offensive lineman that's going to knock you down and land on you.
Facts.
And
Pancake.
we're talking 300 pounds
Pancake.
land on you. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Got to be careful.
I mean, listen, the way he speaks, he doesn't sound too bright anyway.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound too bright anyway.
Yeah, he's arrogant. He's an arrogant kid, but what are you going to do?
He's one of those dudes that goes to McDonald's and still gets a Happy Meal for himself because he doesn't want to order from the dollar menu.
Same price.
That's
possible.
Right. That's his rationale.
Yeah.
So, nah,
I don't want to spend that. I don't want to spend too much money.
Right.
So I'll get the kids meal.
Let me get the
kids meal.
Let me get the kids meal.
All right. Yeah.
He thinks he's smart. Right.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna find out in the playoffs. But anyway.
Yeah. So Kayvon Thibodeau, you may not know who Jeff Saturday is, but everybody knows who you are, and you are a
dummy. Yeah.
Right. But you're a winner for Dummy of the Week. That's all for this show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You're the man. Like I said, the fact that you've written so many books, you have your hands in so many things, Paul.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep striving to be great.
You too, man. You growing.
Yeah,
I see you, man. Hey, man, you doing your thing, man. Look.
I appreciate you. No, just leave the pleasantries there, okay? I am still the resident villain. I don't like to
get too high or whatever.
It's just too much. Cool. Just too much. Claw, make sure that you lay off the peyote for next week.
I just read up, so I'll be on it.
Really don't need to deal with you next week.
It's good times.
And have your rabbit hole conspiracies. I'm done with it.
You need it, bro.
I'm done with it. I really am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And for what I heard, Jimmy is into it too. So
I got him already.
Yeah,
she's next, and then that's it.
I think Nicole's probably in it. She doesn't want to release it now.
I think she is a conspiracy. That's what I think.
She's an enigma. That's what she is.
Yeah, I'm sure is.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, my super intern, I appreciate you. You're the man. The haircut looks good. I'm sure the ladies love it. All right. Cole in the ones and twos, the silent assassin is what I call her. Mrs. Kneebreaker is what I call her. She's
threat.
Yeah, she is. You didn't hear last week when she cracked the knuckles, bro? Like that was audible when I was talking about her. She cracked the knuckles in front of me, so I already knew I had to shut up. I already knew I had to shut up.
Now I know.
Yeah. So
She's shaking her head now too, like
right.
Shit that she's
Nah, it did not happen. No.
Anger.
She's trying to
anger what?
Anger what? Right. So until next week, stay safe.
Can I get my?
Oh, my bad. Thank you, Claude.
Like me no
Thank
more.
you. No. My bad. You're right. Damn, bro. What is Claude's kind word of the week?
All right. So, you got real people. You got fake people. You got cool people. You got assholes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, assholes are people too, and people suck.
I like that one. I like that one. That's some wise words from a wise man. Yeah. So until next week, stay safe, stay cool. Peace.
My son is the champ, so get over it.